Sports. Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Gamecocks will kick this away to get us going. And the kick goes out of bounds, an odd start. Sure. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. I mean, less than a foot away from the 1st down line, just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. Caught quickly.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
QB to the tight end for a completion. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal. And the Canes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 325. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner will be brought down. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield at the +49.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Gives it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The ball is caught. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Well, they spread this defense all over the field with that 5 wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on third down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw for this first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pulls it in. It's Staley. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And now the handoff. Powering right past the defender. Touchdown, South Carolina. He would not be denied.
South Carolina, number 22.
Now the try here for the extra point.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And it's good.
The extra point is good. That ties the game at 7.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Oh, that's a play you dream about as a defender. He gets penetration and times that hit up perfectly in the backfield.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. It's an out route, the catch made, and a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The key on a third down between a quarterback and a wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I love to see defenses be aggressive. They dial up the heat on this play, brought the linebacker on the blitz, and they get to the quarterback.
And Sack sets up 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught behind the line. It's Carr. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Canes will line up on 1st and 10. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's got a man down the middle. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
A tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the ball to the ground. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. With the catch, it's Staley. Breaks loose at the 40. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Important second down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Tailback takes the handoff again. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The Gamecocks will look to convert here on fourth down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Catch made on the out route. Breaking free at the 35. At the 10 now. Touchdown for the U. It was a foot race and he won it. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
No problem, BAT right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
South Carolina offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And he's hit just before the throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They got some things to work out here.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for...
Touchdown, Miami. This quarterback on fire today. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Bringing it out. It's Staley. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
South Carolina offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That's caught. It's Smith. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Gamecocks will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Good enough for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Got him. He's sacked. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for a deep completion. Oh, the pass is picked off. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
Going for a big play downfield. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45. New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes a quick catch. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the 1st down. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's looking deep here. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play. This will likely be the last play of the half. Second down, looking to throw it. Extending the play now. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Staley. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
South Carolina offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. And looking to throw now on first down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And he's tackled after the catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him right at the 24.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And the Gamecocks will have first and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun, and he lofts it toward the sideline. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. They're going to run it. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
The gain makes it second and medium. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
South Carolina. Number 14 with the carry.
And they get set now to try the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back.
South Carolina, 14.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Look, I realize in any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. Powering through the defender. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score at every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Bringing it out. It's Staley. Oh, and he's got some space here. Goes out of bounds at the 36 after a nice return. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Great call here by the defensive coordinator, sending that linebacker on the blitz, and it works out for the sack. And tell you, Miami linebacker play over the years, I would put up there with anybody in the country.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from their 25. He's running out of time here. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Third and long. If this defense gets a 3rd sack in a row, this place will come unhinged. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's past the 30. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The Gamecocks will come to the line to run the hurry-up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Maybe a little bit too creative here on this 4th down play call by the offense. I think the defense was anticipating the offense trying to get the ball into the hands of that receiver, whether it was a pass or a run. And by anticipating it, they're able to keep him short in the 1st down marker.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Man, looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's swarmed by the defense.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Miami 28, South Carolina 14.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the screen doesn't produce a 1st down. Good work by the defense. Now it's 4th down.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
It's an out route. The catch made. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He eludes the rush. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Defensive ends are tough to slow down for offensive linemen. They have the size, they have the speed, they have the athletic ability, and here the awareness to come up with a sack. Good play.
This drive has already taken more than 3 minutes off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
The Hurricanes line it up with 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense.
Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Chris, I got to tip my cap to this quarterback. I know he's putting up some yards today, and let's face it, they've got the lead, but he has faced some pressure. That's the 4th time that they've been able to get after him and bring him down. So it's feast or famine one way or another in this game right now.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And a chance here to build the lead, make it a 3-score game in the final quarter. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Staley. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
South Carolina offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. Dumps it down to the back. Clock.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
The pass rush closing in. Down he goes. A sack. And the Gamecocks closer to the line to run the hurry up. Defense not pressing this time. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Using his legs on the scramble. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the 1st down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. The Gamecocks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining. After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pressure is coming. Pressure coming, and they've got him again. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining. So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Bringing pressure. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Now, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
No, he stopped short on 4th down. The defense making a play that should just about secure this victory. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, this head coach told us we've prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.